What is the mark of the beast? Was the mark of the beast the jab? Is it an RFID chip? Is it digital ID? Will it be a brand or a tattoo? Will it be a microchip in our hand? I've been saying for years that when we obsess over all the minute details and we begin to try to label the mark of the beast, the Antichrist, we put ourselves in a box. What ends up happening is we miss the forest for the trees. We miss the macro because we're so focused on the micro. And I always say our worship marks our life. You can tell who a person worships by their behaviors. That's why Jesus said, you'll know my disciples by the way they behave. Good tree bears good fruit. A bad tree bears bad fruit. There's no coincidence in why Jesus said that. My allegiance to Christ is manifested in the way that I live, the way that I speak, the way that I act. The fruit of the Spirit is evident in a person. The fruit of the flesh is also evident. Man, you can tell who's evil and who's good, and it's all on display. The empire is the beast that is summoned out of the sea by the dragon. The second beast out of the earth is the religious, economic, political entities that drive you and me to worship the first beast. But it is the dragon, it is the devil who is behind the deceptive agents. The empire and its entities aren't the real enemy. The real enemy is Satan. He has an agenda. And the agenda is to capture your worship, is to have you bow down and worship him. And he'll do anything he can to get you. Will there be a literal mark of the beast one day out in the future somewhere? Sure. But is that what we should be focused on? Or should we be focused on who we're giving our worship to? Because I'll tell you, when I read the Bible, God demands our worship. And you know why I know that? Because the first commandment is to worship God alone. For he is holy, for he is worthy, for he is the creator, and we're the creation. There's so many warnings against worshiping idols, against compromise, against following the satanic agenda. So I would take it that it's highly critical that we focus on worshiping the Lord and less about the meaningless details that consume our minds on the daily.